Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn the poem The Ant and the Cricket. This poem is adapted from Aesop's fables. Aesop was a Greek fabulist or a poet. He lived around 2500 years ago. His poems are full of morals and wisdom, which is applicable for every age. Now let me explain you what are fables. Fables means short poems where we use the help of animals to deliver any message, any moral or any piece of wisdom. Now let's move ahead and see what this poem has to tell us. The first stanza goes like this. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. So, the first stanza tells about a cricket who was used to singing. He used to spend day and night singing in the sunny months of gay summer and spring. So, in all the months, he used to spend his time singing and enjoying the time. But when the winter came, he began to complain. Why? Because he found that his cupboard was empty and he did not have anything to eat. The second stanza. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? Here, he says that, so since he did not have anything to eat in his cupboard, he set out to find some food. But when he went out, he saw that the entire ground was covered with snow. Except snow, he could neither see even a flower or a leaf. So hence, out of despair, he said, Oh, what will become of me? At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant, to see if, to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. So finally he decided, out of starvation and famine, he decided to go to a miserly ant, because he always knew that ants are very hard workers and hence they will definitely have something so that he can have a fill for his stomach. So when he went there, he went expecting shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he'd repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. Says the ant to the cricket, I'm your servant and friend. But we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. So the cricket told the ant, I wish only to borrow, but I promise I'll repay you tomorrow. Otherwise, else I will die of starvation and sorrow. Starvation means hunger. But the ant said, humbly the ant said, I'm your servant and friend, but I'm really sorry, we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. He said that we never take anything from others, neither we give anything to others. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, not I. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. But then the ant asked the cricket, Cricket, didn't you stock anything for the winter weather? When the weather was summer, didn't you stock anything for the coming weather? Then the cricket said, No, not I, because my heart was so light and happy that throughout the day and night I was singing, seeing the joyful nature around me. You sang, sir, you say? Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Then the ant mockingly said, If you sang throughout the other season, do one thing, dance and spend the winter away. Thus mockingly he said that if you spend your time singing during the summer, then do one thing, you dance in the winter and spend the time. And mockingly he said this and asked the cricket to leave his house. He opened the door and said the cricket to move out of his house. Folks call this a fable, unwarranted true. Some cricket have 4 legs and some have 2. Fox means the people of the village or of the countryside. So they call this a fable. I have already explained you what's a fable. So the poet also reinstates that yes, it is a fable. But then he also adds something. Some cricket have 4 legs and some have 2. I know that all of us have seen cricket and all of us have noticed that crickets have 4 legs. But I'm sure no one has seen a 2-legged cricket. Yes, when the poet says that there are some cricket with 2 legs, he means we humans. This message is for us humans particularly because we too have the habit of getting lazy and losing the foresightedness. So hence, the moral of the poem for us is we should not be lazy and should not lose our foresightedness. Foresightedness means the ability to plan for the future. What we are supposed to do tomorrow, what we have to get tomorrow, and what's our plan for tomorrow. So dear students, it's time for us to come out of our laziness and our lack of foresightedness. Let's plan, let's be vibrant, let's be energetic, and always have a plan for tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day.